Alright, hello and welcome back to Lands of Lore. We are playing as Shel, and we are about to enter Yvel for the first time. The first place I'm actually going to go to is to visit an old friend of ours.
Hello, Commander. I have the... Oh, it is you. Please, come in.
It is quite a boost to see you again, Victor. Gladstone takes comfort in the support of all patriots like you.
Axel, Picada, Paulson, welcome. I have now my new shop here.
Yes, this is Victor. He has set up here in Yvel.
Excellent weapon.
He has some great weapons for us to purchase, including the Greatsword Justice. We're also able to sell him a number of things for more than we would have gotten for trading in back in the swamp.
Fine work, except
Sort of.
rust spot. 65.
Gives us a lot less than I might have expected.
Fine work. Fine work.
Yes. Now, yes.
Fine work.
I'm going to offer him the bows, but there's actually a Fletcher in town I'm ultimately going to sell them to.
Fine work. Fine work. Except.
Okay, and...
Fine work.
Alright. So yeah, this equalizer, I don't know why it's so cheap in terms of its resale value, but the Fletcher also doesn't give us much money for it, so I probably should have taken that to the swamp, but that's okay.
Excellent weapon. 100.
Saber Dragon's Tooth.
All
Alright.
right, you go now.
Let's see how this compares to what we already have. So, slightly more powerful saber, so I guess we'll take it. And then the Greatsword Justice, compared to our standard Greatsword, significantly stronger. So I think we'll make that trade, and then, yes, we will stick with the Great Maul. And I think we will also keep something for Shel here in case we ever switch off. But yeah, let's just keep Cougar. And we will sell this Greatsword again for now. This isn't a bad axe either, but it's not as good as the other weapons we have.
There is something you need. Fine work.
All right.
You go now.
Thanks. Very good. So we're going to explore around the rest of town, and there's a few important locations we want to go to. We could do more exploring later when we're going to have to go everywhere in town, but for the time being we want to find all of the open doors we can and go into all of them.
The boards seem loose.
And we also want to test this door located right here, because these boards are loose.
Almost all. The boards come loose from the door.
And we can get a new spell in here, which is not that great, but it is nice to have, and that is the Hand of Fate spell. Basically, this spell, it does do some damage, but the primary function is to kind of force your opponents to back off of you. Which I suppose I could show you, but I'll show you sometime when there's a battle raging. Ooh, a dwarvish plate mail, actually stronger than our Galanian plate mail. Alright, stick with this. And we will hold on to this. You know what? I'm going to organize everything later. I'll just put it right there for now. I am going to hold on to all of this armor so I can use it later. And this young lady is a good friend of ours,
surprised
sort
to
of.
see anyone still here in Yvel. I've seen 1,000 siege attempts in my time. I'll not close down just because of a few unruly orcs.
Perhaps you can help us. We are seeking ingredients for an elixir that can cure King Richard.
What are you looking for?
I have a recipe that the Droracle gave me.
Oh, could you show it to me?
I indeed can. This is actually Laura's aunt, as she will say shortly.
Here you are.
Yes, I have earth powders. My niece Laura has written me from her post at the Droracles. She speaks so highly of you, I cannot charge you for this.
Thank you so very much. All Gladstone thanks you.
I believe it costs
So long and good luck.
Like 2 or maybe even 500 if you didn't help Laura, although I can't remember the last time that I didn't bother to bring Laura with me, so I am not 100% certain. I'm going to fill in the gaps in the map later when we're going to be venturing all around, as you shall see. Put this here with the other bows and some sandals, which we will take to the swamp. Alright, let's head up this way for now, and this is a room with an Ace of Infinity, so this basically will refill our magic, and then we get to go see a very good close friend of ours, really nice guy.
If Yvel is not attacked, then yes, you will get most of the grain back. Where have you been? Paulson, what have you found?
I have found nothing. I follow Shel now.
We did find a recipe for the elixir, but it is a riddle and we have not yet found all the ingredients.
Then why are you bothering me? Bring the elixir to me immediately, if you ever actually get it.
He's such a tool. Alright, oh look, some oil. Very nice. Alright. And we will continue onward. Where we'll find Brunos Tavern.
Welcome to Bruno's Lodge.
Brunos Lodge, apologies. We can buy this guy a drink. This guy will ramble on about quasi-interesting information about Gladstone, but this is the poor gentleman who we helped out in the woods.
What great fortune! You helped me in my hour of need, and now I must repay you.
I hope you are feeling better, sir.
Take this cape of concealment. It will make you difficult to see and hear.
Thank you. This will surely help us.
It will not. I don't know if those things are really supposed to work well, but the Shield of Stealth, the Silent Sandals, and the Whisper Cloak, I've never actually found any real utility to them. I don't know if, one character wearing them just makes them less likely to be hit, or if you need to wear all 3. But either way, it's never worked very well for me. There is a cute little, I don't know, call it a puzzle if you want, of these keys to follow, where you get some decent material to add to your collection. And a kite shield, which we're good on. Excellent. So we'll sort of hop around town and check out all these rooms. I don't think this is the right one.
He doesn't fit.
And let's just make sure this lock cannot be picked. It's one of these, I believe, can.
This is already unlocked.
Although I actually don't remember if there's anything in here. Oh, there is. Ooh, yes. The halberd. Ah, it's the wrong one. Oh, no, it's just because it's justice. We'll keep this as Shel's backup weapon instead of Cougar. Cougar we'll get rid of. Alright, I love the halberds. And Widow. Oh, there we go. Widow appears to be notably more powerful. Alright, we'll use Widow. And then... Alright. Very good. So we're just going to keep Widow and get rid of Sever. Okay. And continuing on. Oh, wait. Check out this door. Just some garbage on the ground. Okay. So our next stop should be the Fletcher, unless I'm mistaken, which has happened once or twice before.
Fresh.
Aegis Helm. Not quite as good as the Dwarvish Great Helm, or Prentice, but ever so slightly better than our standard Great Helm. And in here, another Aegis Helm. And here should be the Fletcher.
Ah, customers.
Alright, we don't need to
You
listen
are
to
a
you.
welcome. We as well.
Alright, let's sell some of these bows.
I'll take that off your hands for 500 crowns.
It's a pretty good bow. You could probably keep it and use it, but I usually don't.
I'll take that off your.
It's fine. Should just take it to the swamp,
I'll
but
take that off.
I don't want to. And Gemini fires 2 arrows, which is handy, but again,
I'll take that off.
not something I truly need, so
luck.
we'll get rid of it.
And happy hunting, my friends.
Alright. Let's look down here quickly. Alright, we have another door, and this might be where the speckled key, or jade key rather, goes. It is. And there's nothing here. So yeah, that is the end of the cute little chain of doors. We did get some very use material in the first room, so I am not unhappy about that. Here we have an Ace of Oblivion, which, as nice as the Ace of Infinity is, the Oblivion is much better, as it casts Mist of Doom, which is not a spell that we have acquired yet, but is extremely powerful, and will be very useful when we get it fairly shortly. Alright, starting to run out of room, which does happen here. Actually, there's the third of the materials that are supposed to make us more stealthy, I guess. Another oil flask, some crowns, a granite rock, and bracers, which Paulson needs.
Empty.
Alright, so that should be everything. Excellent. Let's just finish off that part of the map, just because it'll annoy me. Let's see. Alright, I guess we'll just go this way for now. Yeah, we already checked that out. Then we'll come this way, go down here. And so that's everything up here, here, here. We just got to do this connection. And then this spot right here. Going to do one thing quickly. Actually, no, it's fine. We'll be okay. Thought I'd already done that. So, come down here. Nothing to do here. And so, the next thing, wow, we must do is, actually, I'm going to stop back in on, yes, we're going to stop back in on Victor quickly, as we do have some more expensive weaponry we can give to him. You can buy this jeweled dagger. It's really not
There is something you need?
that worth it. It's very good,
Fine work.
but
Fine work.
it, what do we give for these
You need
things?
for
No.
sale?
It's very good,
Need
but
for
it
sale.
costs 3,000 crowns, which really, money is not a problem for us,
All
but
right,
it still
here
isn't
goes.
as good as the other items. Some of the inner workings of the game are not always extremely clear, but I think daggers might cause your might, your attacking skill to grow a little faster than other weapons, though I'm not really sure of that at all. Ooh, hello guys. Let's give Panda Beta a try, see what happens. Ooh, level 4. And yeah, so it does some damage, but it's really not all that much, particularly considering the cost of the magic. So it is just not a spell I use often at all. Let me just make sure this is a... Oh, what are you doing here? Must have forgotten to sell this before. We'll keep this with us. And we're going to take this Earth Vial, which is the final ingredient of the elixir to save Richard.
You have butchered the creature whose flesh has never lived. You have gathered while traversing the deadly depths.
Yep, we don't need this.
You have taken.
Alright, now we will take the elixir.
The elixir. We must find Richard quickly.
Very good. And then, oops, we'll pick up these Bazel cups that I forgot I left here. And we have no use for the riddle scroll anymore because we have now completed our elixir. So we will continue onward. What's up, buddy? I have all these things here. Maybe I'll just waste some more fireball wands. Open up some space in the inventory since I'm planning on restocking shortly. Where did I get myself? There we go. Alright, let's go tell Jaren that we have the elixir, since he so politely requested that we keep him informed. At least, that's how I'm telling the story.
Don't worry, there are some things more important than money. Well, do you have it?
We have the elixir.
Well, let me have it. I will apply it if the opportunity arises.
I am sorry, sir, but we intend to apply it now. We cannot wait. And furthermore, we will need your key so that we may unlock the protective shroud.
I am sorry also. I will only give up my key to Dawn. Perhaps you could bring her here. She is the only hope for Richard. Make haste. I cannot do everything by myself.
Such a tool. Alright, let's go and collect Dawn. Luckily we know where she is. And once we do, it sounds like Jaren will give us his key. Or at least he'll give it to Dawn, and I think she'll give it to us. Let's make sure there wasn't anything else we wanted to... Actually, it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going the wrong way. Let's go down to the wagon. Oh, Dawn found us.
You arrived too late. They have killed my driver.
We have the elixir. We only need 2 more keys and we can save King Richard.
I'll get Nathaniel's key and then meet you at Yvel. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. I will need my key.
I don't like the sounds of that. Nor do I like these yellow eyes.
No, we've done all the work while you rested here. We will get Nathaniel and Jaren's keys ourselves and save you the trouble.
Fools! Enough of your insolence. I want that key.
Ooh, scary. Alright, so we're just gonna do some wanding to Scotia here. Hey! Up to 163, cool. Alright, that's enough of your nonsense. Stop killing Bakata. There we go. We have taken out Scotia. Let's return some weapons. Alright. And our rogue's going to be going up here soon as well. Let's step through. We'll rest quickly because why not? And I'm just going to make a quick run over to the swamp to sell off a bunch of this stuff. So give me a moment and I will be right back. Alright, hello, we are back and have just a silly number of fireball wands, which I am going to use almost exclusively for the next section of the game. Before we go in there, I'm just gonna drop off these two items here, which probably is not necessary anymore, but I usually like to do it earlier, and I forgot to today. And we'll double check, make sure we have gone everywhere. We have purchased everything we need, because as soon as we step through this door, that will no longer be an option. So let's head in and talk to Jaren and let him know what has happened to Dawn.
I have no time for your driveling. The Dark Armory is upon us. To arms! Shel, the city militia has fallen. You must defend Yvel.
Okay, so I guess we're now just going to fight an entire army on our own, which seems perfectly reasonable. No reason why we can't handle that. In no way is it necessary to be using these fireball ones this much, but it's just kind of for my own enjoyment. We're being perfectly honest with ourselves. So often you get these kind of items in games and then you just sit on them because you want to save it for, the ideal moment. You never use them. It's kind of enjoyable to just be able to completely overuse them in such an absurd way. This battle is not exceptionally difficult. There are times when you can find yourself kind of trapped with a reasonably large selection of enemies bearing down on you, but it's pretty easy to deal with ultimately. And if you so choose, you can step into any of those kind of open doorways to rest, hide out, and recover your health and magic, which is a very useful thing to have. I usually try not to do it unless I absolutely have to, particularly when I play as Shel and have so much healing magic available to me. Mind that Shel's magic did just go up, and using all these wands, it's already almost a quarter of the way to going to the next level. Just one additional added benefit to the wands. And me spamming their use here. So basically what we have to do here is hunt down, hey! And you get just a little bit of health increase with that as well. Now that his rogue is at 5, I'm going to switch over to the Jade Necklace, boost him to a 6, and then continue on. And this guy's either leading me into a trap or is one of the dumbest enemies we'll ever face. Either way, he's gonna die. Alright. Another part of the reason why I'm so overusing these wands is because right now we have enough money to buy almost 10 more of them, which I'll probably do, frankly. So I really want to burn through just about everything we have if I can. I also really want to get Shel's magic level up as close to a 6 as I can, because in the coming events, our magic's going to be getting a bit of a boost, and I want it as high as it can be before that occurs. So if we can get up to a 6 by then, that would be a big benefit. If I get close enough, I may switch over to Paulson and Beta, but I don't think we'll get quite that close, so it'll be fine. Oop, there we go. So at the beginning, you just kind of roam around and find who you find. And you try and get a little more strategic when the numbers start thinning out and it becomes more difficult to find opponents. There are certain areas where they're more likely to congregate. Right. Oops. There we go. Ooh. Hey guys. These are the Cabal warriors. They are the primary components of Scotia's army, and they're not really all that great. They're strong, certainly stronger than most of the enemies you face at this point, but they're not as strong as the Great Orcs here, who we've been fighting for a little bit, so they probably could have used a bit of a boost in power, but I won't complain.
The sound of the orc retreat horns. The battle has been won.
Nice. There are still some enemies, but once you have killed enough, they will retreat. And the battle is won. You can still roam around and get some kills in, but all in all, you are now able to advance to the next section of the game, which we will be seeing in the next video. But while I still have enemies right in front of us, we're going to do some more killing. Then we will check back and see how Jaren's doing now that we have single-handedly, or, well, because we have 8 hands between us, saved his little town here. We'll check back and see how he's feeling about us and the utter disrespect he has continually shown us. Ooh, almost there. Alright. Very good. So, we have the lodge here, and ooh, there's a note.
A note from Jaren.
Says,
Rival is under attack. Someone has stolen my key. I suspect the thief has sought refuge in Catwalk Caverns. A passage may exist near Bruno's lodge. Jaren.
Let's find those caverns then. Perhaps Nathaniel will be there to lend assistance.
Nathaniel is not there. Nathaniel is, as always, completely useless. But very good. Maybe I'll... No, we don't need them in the caverns. So, I will end things here. We have our 2 wands left. In the next video, we will head into the Catwalk Caverns and explore the area they're in and see if we can't figure out what has happened to Nathaniel's key and perhaps advance further towards Scotia's Castle of Samaria. But until then, see ya.